Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Butler. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're going back to the ground. Pull to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Here's some daylight. There he goes. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Driven back. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
He's got it on the run, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. conditions. Quick give. It's Wallace. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unloads in the nick of time.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. They'll run him again. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Keeping his eyes downfield. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the counter. Sees an alley. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Throws it off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Drives inside. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Snapped on fourth down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looking for room, it's Wallace. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Wallace. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Split backs here. Hand it to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Straight ahead, it's Overton. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
See some running room. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Just smothered on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Just got rid of that one.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Direct snap. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Pass to 6. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. Bring him down.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter.
Makes a grab and room to run. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Makes the grab. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's the beauty of this. And this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision. gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Here we go. Now on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Louisville, taking on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. And it's the Cardinals who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. They win their 2nd straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner.
It's a fumble on the play.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the 3rd quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it on the counter. Stopped right there.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Here we go. Sells the run, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Ready. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Touchdown, Huskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays, finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him again. Defense all over him.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The fake wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down. Playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Rollins. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He goes down